Episode 4 of The Road to the Show. It is the last week of bulking, and it's honestly kind of a weird feeling to be this excited to be done bulking, especially with how much I was looking forward to it going into it, but it's been so long since I've been confident without my shirt on that I am beyond ready to start cutting. I'm beyond ready to start shaving off the extra weight that I have put on, and I'm honestly kind of excited to see how this bulk went, because it was the first time that I actually took like a bulk seriously and I wasn't just trying to throw on as much weight as possible. Like I was genuinely trying to do it scientifically. Gotta say goodbye to the extra calories, the extra strength. Hopefully with how I took the bulk, it won't be as drastic of a loss in strength. That should be kind of how it works, because I'm not gonna be losing 60 pounds this time in my cut. It should be closer to hopefully like 25. We've got leg day today, the last lift in the little cycle. Y'all were probably starting to think I don't do legs. I promise that I do legs, even if I never show them. And then obviously we're gonna continue with the motivational speech. Be motivating for you guys. Really, a lot of that motivational speech is kind of for me, just to put my mindset where it needs to be, because it has definitely been straying these last couple months. But I am still kicking. I'm still doing everything I need to be doing, so that is all right. But to start our day off, we are on our way to get our last body fat scan of the bulk. Last time I believe I was 17% and about 234 pounds. So not the worst. Right now I'm kind of just hoping that we stayed below 20%. I thought I would be above 20% last time, and I don't feel like I've really done anything drastic since then, but it has been almost 2 months. But I guess we'll just have to see once we get in there. I am extremely happy with that. That definitely boosts my mood a ton. I'm just under 18.5%. To go through my whole bulking process and not even really come close to 20%, I'm really pleased with that, especially with my previous bulks probably coming closer to like 30%. That is a huge improvement, just kind of like fundamentally. I'm not sure the total validity of that test, especially because it just scans my thumbs and my feet. So I don't know if it's the most accurate, but I'm sure it's at least like relatively accurate to where it's within a couple percentages. So maybe I am slightly over 20%, but still, that's a pretty big improvement, I would say. That definitely makes me feel pretty good about this whole bulking process. Now, let's continue our posing. Let's see if we got any better from last time. Not sure we did. Yes, I am still in my bathroom posing. Yes, I am too lazy to find a different place to pose. But realistically, this wasn't that bad last time. I just looked bad, so that makes it seem bad. But let's get into it. Alrighty, y'all can take a lot of advice from me. Do not let any of that advice come from posing. I mean, I don't have big legs. I don't. But there's like no light on my legs, so look at the difference. Damn, I'm getting fatigued, y'all. I'm getting fatigued. I don't wanna be friends. No, I wanna be friends. I really just like that pose because my traps are like my best feature. I don't even know if they do that. I also really like this pose because it shows off my obliques, but right now they're more like cheeks. Honestly, really crazy to think that this is the last week. The only thing you guys know of me is me bulk. Y'all have never seen me not bulking. So it's actually really crazy to think that y'all are just actually gonna see me not inflated. So that's kind of cool. But that is body fat scan, posing. We got leg day next. Here we go. I completely lost track of time. I'm gonna be honest. I was doom scrolling on the couch, and then all of a sudden it was 7:30. This place closes at 9, so now I have less than an hour and a half to do my entire workout, which shouldn't be like too big of a problem because it typically only takes me about 50 minutes, so that should be more than enough time. But I did want to do abs today. Maybe that'll be a good excuse to not do abs, but I do kind of want to get that in. So we got to get moving through this workout pretty much as fast as we possibly can. And we're starting off with my bread and butter, if y'all know, starting off with RDLs. The worst part about being rushed for time right now is that I typically give myself like an hour in between pre-workout meal and the workout, just so I can digest and I'm not off a full stomach. I'm about to hit a leg workout immediately off my pre-workout meal. I literally slammed it because I was rushing to get here, and now I'm here with this belt. This is my first time going super heavy on RDLs in 2.5 weeks because I wanted to give myself a little bit of a break after doing the RDL challenge on my shorts. I'm hoping to get 8 of this weight, but right now I'm honestly just kind of hoping that my body just stays intact for this set. I wouldn't mind like a good controlled 6 to 8, especially because it's been 2.5 weeks, like just kind of get reaccustomed to this weight. So should be a good working set. If I don't get 8, I won't be the angriest, but I won't be the happiest either. I said I wouldn't be mad if I didn't get 8, but I am mad at that because I should have had 8. It was slipping out of my right hand, and I've got the damn strap. Damn. That was frustrating. I didn't like any second of that set. I just watched that set back, and I realized I'm like looking up, which you're supposed to keep a neutral spine and kind of like look down, so the spine is just a straight line. But it's because of this mic. I'm trying not to like put my chin into the mic and break it. And I'm like craning my neck up. It's not really a big deal though. It's only like a slight look up. So naturally I'm gonna keep the mic on for the next set. But with how well that moved, I have to get 8 for this next set because there is no reason I didn't get 8 other than that, other than it couldn't stay in my dang hand. It couldn't stay in my hand. So if I don't get 8 on this next set, I might just go home out of just pure anger. Pure anger. Because I had 8. I had it. That was it. Like I wasn't even like struggling either. I was moving that like a feather. Like I was repping that. Come on. That was a very dangerous 8th rep. It was slipping from my hands again. Oh my gosh. That was really dumb. Oh, but I wanted that so bad. I low-key kind of like blacked out on that rep. Oh, I also checked my log, my workout log, in between those sets. That was actually a PR. So I guess I'm not too upset that I didn't get 8 for the first one. Oh my gosh. I don't know why these wraps are letting me down. Okay, I just watched that last set back. It actually wasn't as bad as it felt. It really wasn't that much back involved at all. Maybe just in my head it felt like it because I was really struggling, but it actually wasn't that bad of a rep. So in all, PR, that's pretty cool. And honestly, 2 really solid sets. Not the most fortunate that the hands were slipping, but two really solid working sets actually. That was a good start. Next up we got leg press, the worst thing ever. I recently started focusing on quad leg press, so I had to drop the weight pretty substantially, but I actually get a range of motion. I actually feel I'm not just ego lifting. So I'm hoping to get 8 on this as well, but because I just changed up my form, who knows if that's actually what I'm gonna get. I kind of just estimated what the weight should be for this, so. But I am absolutely cooked right now. So 8 would be a miracle. That moved pretty well. I think I'm gonna go up a little bit in weight. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ah, that was a really good set though. Move up in weight, get another set of 8, and we'll be off to an amazing leg day. Even though I don't feel amazing. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. I threw up in my mouth in between those last 2 sets, but fortunately all that's left is just little calf raises, leg curls, so really chill. Hopefully we can get enough time to do abs, but let's run through this really quick because time is ticking. Here we go. Abs is like the most fun, least fun thing to train because it's kind of fun to do the exercises, but then once you're sore in your core, it's like you can't do it. You can't even laugh. Like you can't even laugh when you're sore in your abs because then it just hurts. So one more ab workout and we are done. All right, that is the end of my lift. Y'all have now seen every single one of my lifts. Chest, back, arms, legs. These last 2 lifts that we've filmed together have been really good. Like it kind of makes me not be excited to be finishing up my bulk. But like I said, it's like that trade-off. So gotta be willing to take some to give some, or give some to take some. That's probably how the saying would go. One thing left to do, and that's get motivational. Are y'all ready to be motivated? I'm ready to motivate. Here we go. Oh, we got out of there just in time. They were literally kicking people out while I was walking out the door. So we were hustling in those last couple sets. You didn't see it on camera, but I was actually running around the gym just to get the rest of my workout in. But it is time to get motivational. It's time for the mindset speech. And this week's theme, be it that it is the end of the bulk, is that any progress is good progress. And I mean that in the sense of one step every single day towards your goal is better than no steps. And now you're probably thinking, obviously, Jimmy, one step is obviously better than no steps. But I mean it in the sense of if you have a goal, if you have something that you really want to achieve, you should be working towards that every single day. Because if you're just putting off, oh, I'll figure that out tomorrow, oh, I'll figure that out tomorrow, then tomorrow turns into next week, turns into next month, turns into next year. Whereas if you took one step every single day, you'd have 365 steps towards that goal instead of just saying, oh, I'll wait till next year. Now, for these motivational things, I like to put it into perspective of myself because that's what I have the best idea of and it's easiest for me to do. So when I say that some progress is better than no progress, over the course of this entire bulk, especially towards the end, I've been really demotivated. I've been thinking to myself, what's even the point? Should I really keep doing this? And honestly, I almost convinced myself 3 months ago to just stop this bulk and start cutting because I really was like down and I really didn't like what I saw in the mirror. And I say that along the terms of this motivation because even though I got all the way through this year-long bulk and right now I probably don't look the best, I did make progress all the way through, and that was shown in the body fat scans. That's shown in my strength every single day in the gym. It's honestly just shown in my size. Like even though I don't like what I see, I can acknowledge that I have gotten bigger, at least seemingly in terms of mass. So that one step every single day, that really was one step every single day. Had I cut it short 3 months ago, then I wouldn't have made that 3 months of progress. Had I put off bulking and not done it just because I was worried about getting bigger, then I wouldn't have made any of this progress. So to you guys out there, it doesn't have to be bulking, but any goal that you have, just start. Just start. I mean, one of my biggest goals is content creation. Do you know how silly I probably seem to some people making these videos that get 50 views? But I'm starting. I'm trying. At the worst thing I can say is that I tried. That's better than saying I didn't try. I mean, if I try and fail or I didn't try, I automatically fail. So at the very least, I gave it my best effort. And I'm so serious. Please, just think right now, what do you really want? What is a huge goal of yours that you are not currently striving towards? Please start tomorrow and just write down how you can actually start working towards that goal. Let that be your one step for the day. Just write down what you can do to work towards that goal. I promise you, even just writing it down, you will feel better. You will feel like the goal is more achievable and you'll actually want to do it. Please do that for me. If anything, just do it for yourself. Just do it for yourself. That's all I've got for you guys. That is 365 days of bulking. Huh, man, it has been long, but it's been good. It has been good. Even though it hasn't always seemed good, it really has been good. So the next time you guys see me, I will officially be cutting. Isn't that exciting? With that being said, that's all I got for you guys. If you watched all the way to the end, I really appreciate you guys for watching. And I will see you in the next one.